Draw the 4 quadrants on your paper and plot the points. Since I want to create a rectangle, what are we going to do to our 4 points after we plot them? Connect the dots. Thank you. So go ahead and draw the 4 quadrants. The biggest number we have to go to is 5 all the way around. 5 and negative 5. And that takes care of our beginning of our lesson today. Once you're done, go ahead and flip it over. Get your purple folders out. And here's our objective for today. Today we're going to solve real world problems and mathematical problems by graphing points in all 4 quadrants. We'll be plotting graph points in all 4 quadrants of the plane. And finding distances. Look at the board. I have 2 points on the board. I need to identify my 2 points, the plots. So what we need to find the first plot. So I need to know what coordinates are for the first one. Elise?
Positive 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. And what's the second point? Piper?
Positive 6. Positive 5.
Positive 5. Thank you. Okay, let's do the second one. We need to plot the second one. So what's my first coordinate number? My x-axis, Cornell.
Positive 4.
Positive 4. Comma. Bo?
Negative 3.
Negative 3. Thank you. Now when I want to find the distance, how far is it from this point to this point? Any ideas how we find the distance?
You add 5 plus 3.
Okay, 5 plus 3. What part of the coordinate order pair are they? X and Y coordinates.
X, Y. Oh no, Y.
They're the Y. So what's 5 plus 3?
8.
So the distance is 8. But this is a negative 3. How did I get 8? What did we use? Talked about this beginning of the week.
The numbers with the...
Was that barcode?
The
absolute value. So the absolute value of 5 is 5. The absolute value of negative 3 is 3. So 5 plus 3 is 8. And that's what we're going to be dealing with today. On your grid paper, I want you to locate coordinates 4, 5, and 4, negative 3. So use the first grid. So 4, 5. 4, 5. I know your numbers are not there, but all we have to do is count the lines. Go plot 4, 5 on this graph for me. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and go up 5. Put a point, yeah. And plot 4, negative 3 for me while you're up there. Okay. I need everybody to do that too. Then I want you to connect the dots. Okay, pull your line straight like mine. How many units are there from, thank you, 4, 5 to 4, negative 3? So this is 4, 5, 4, negative 3. How many units are there apart? Just like we started at the beginning. We can use that absolute value, yes. I want to draw a horizontal line. Which way is horizontal? Okay, so I want to end up creating a rectangle out of this shape. So what I want to do is, from our negative 4, negative 3, I want to go 9 units. 13, negative 3. If I go 9 units this way, what would it be if I go 9 units that way? So it would be what? 5, negative 5, negative 3. Right?
Yes.
Which one would make more sense? Negative 5, negative 3, or 13, negative 3? Why? Why couldn't I use this one?
It's off the grid.
It's off my grid, thank you. So I want you to plot negative 5, negative 3, and we're going to connect the dots. I like how you put the coordinates next to your points. I like how you did that too. All right. You're going ahead. Good. Now, since I'm creating a rectangle, what do I need next? The fourth vertex of the fourth point. Where would it be? Quadrant 2. I like that. What else?
It matches up with negative 5.
It'll be positive.
5 spaces
Negative
up.
positive.
Huh?
5 spaces up.
5 spaces up? That would give me 1, 2, 3, 4, right here?
No, from the line. 5 spaces up.
Okay, so it'd be right here.
Yeah.
And then
So what would be the ordered pair? Okay. So we connect our dots.
Rectangle.
square.
Is it a square?
It's a rectangle.
How do you know?
Because if you count, though the sides are smaller than the
Well, if you remember the beginning, how many places, units I said we had to go this way? 9. So this one is a 9. How many we said up and down was?
5.
No.
8.
8. Total was 8. And this measurement is 9. So it makes it a rectangle. Now, so far we have our rectangle. Going back, we can go a little bit further. Can I find the perimeter of this rectangle?
Yeah.
How do we find the perimeter? Add up all the sides. So I'd like you to do that for me right now. Find me the perimeter of, oh, and I like how you did the quadrants too. Identify the quadrants. Find me the perimeter of this rectangle. If this side is 8 and this is 9, so this side is going to be 8. This side is going to be, and several said, how to find the perimeter by, just add up all your 4 sides. So, Bo, what's my perimeter? 34. 34. Thank you. Not square. Is it in inches?
Units.
It's in units, so it's just 34 units. Oops, excuse me. Okay. When do we use square? When we find the
Area.
Thank you. Can I find the area of this rectangle?
Yes.
How?
Multiply 2 sides.
Multiply 2 sides, so find me the area. So what is my area of this rectangle? 72 square units. Construct another rectangle. Here we go, my guidelines. You can use another plane so you don't have to draw it for you. Each vertices, I didn't go over what's a vertice. What's a vertice? 2 points meet up, every corner, every angle. Okay? So every angle is a vertice. I want a vertice in each quadrant, like we had a while ago. I want its sides to be either vertical or horizontal. So you got one going one way and one going up and down. But my perimeter has to be 28 all the way around. So I want you to discuss it right now with your partner. My coordinates I can use. Got to be 28 units. So I need you to discuss with your partner.
11 times 2.
You can draw it if you need to, then go back and add it after. Work backwards. You got to equal to 28 units. Like we did the first one when we connected the dots.
11 times 2.
You didn't connect the dots, baby.
Oh.
So you're going to make a square? So you're going to make a square? So if you got to draw something, I need 28 all the way around. So you said 7 times 4. So each side's got to be 7 units. So figure out where you can put your points so there's 7 distance apart.
And you put down.
Okay, the next thing I want to do while you're with your partner, we go ahead and start our independent work. Everybody needs one sheet. Take one and pass it back. I want you to work on number 1 right now, and then you can be on your own. I want you to work with your partner for number 1. Everybody gets one. And I want you to look at number 1. It says one endpoint has a line segment of -3, -6. So on the first grid, I like how you circled it. Good. She circled endpoint -3, -6. I like that. So on your grid, on the back side, the first grid, I want you to plot -3, -6 for me. On your grid paper, the first one. Then it says the length of the segment is 7 units. Okay, so how far do we have to go? 7. It says find 4 endpoints, 4 points that can serve as an endpoint of the given line segment. So I want you to create a rectangle starting from that endpoint, 7 units. So actually I'm looking for a what? What kind of shape? A square. So you and your partner, I want you to count 7 units, and I want you to find the other 3 endpoints.
Okay, so
Do that one
the first
now.
one will be close here, and if you would go across or upside down, so then you come across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right here, and then you find.
Connect the dots and you find your shape.
And
What's the point in quadrant 4? What's the coordinate?
4, 7. 4, -6.
4, -6. What's the coordinates in quadrant 1?
4, 1.
4, 1. What's the coordinates in quadrant 2? -3, 1. How do I know it is 7 units apart? We can count them, or we can use what? Absolute value. So the absolute value of 1 is 1. Absolute value of -6 is 6. So 6 plus 1 is 7. Okay. Any questions on this?
Is that a 3?
Yeah. Yeah. -3. What I want you to do is 2 and 3. You're on your own, so I need you to put your desk back in line, and that becomes your homework. But before you begin your homework, let's kind of tie up what we just did. What did I use to find the distance between the 2 points? Absolute value of which coordinate? Number. X or my Y? Well, we use Y for up and down. X for sideways. Correct. Okay, so your assignment tonight would be to do 2 and 3 on the next 2 grids. Any questions? So while you're working, I'll come help each individual one of you.